All right, everyone, welcome back. So, yesterday, Ford bossed me. I don't know if you follow any.
No.
I call them high-ranking guys on YouTube. Ford bossed me, Eric O, myself.
I don't pay attention to them, but I know that you've talked about
Ford
them.
Master Tech Mocha Loco. A couple other guys too that are are really good guys. And what he was talking about, I'm just going to say it: the losers in the world, in our industry, that question what we say and do. And for example, and he was pissed. He was like, "F you," and "You're an effing loser," and "How dare you question what we do, the good that we do for everybody in the entire world." And he's saying, I've talked to people who live in mud puddles that are getting no training and no education on how to take care of vehicles, like in third world countries. They have a Ford dealership or they have a Volkswagen dealership, and it's privately owned, and they're not getting any training. They're just guys just bouncing around trying to figure it out. And it's probably 100% true. I don't think he has anything to lie about. And not only that, in the United States too, that guys like Caleb that are learning from me, and I learned from Ford Boss Me and from all these other guys as well. I'm sure they learned from me as well. That he was talking about maintenance, just general maintenance, what our job is in the base to a customer, above and beyond what they're originally there for. Hey, I'm here for an oil change, right? Example. And then Cato's like, hey, the coolant bottle's low. Where'd the coolant go? We got a fitting that's leaking on the radiator hose. Better us to catch it now than him driving down the road, blowing a radiator hose, blowing up his engine, ruining his whole entire day, and then on a tow truck, than here and say, well, you should have fixed it at your oil change because now you need an engine, sir. Mm-hmm. Things like that. Or when to recommend maintenance on vehicles because the manufacturer just lies to everyone, and then he's saying, people in his inboxes are saying, I got 300,000 miles on my original transmission fluid. You're a liar. You don't need to do that. No, dude. You're one in the slim few that can make it that far without changing your transmission fluid. And how beneficial it is to the average person who cares about their vehicle, who's trying to avoid a $5,000 or $10,000 transmission job by doing simple maintenance like a $200 or $300 fluid service or filter service, or changing your oil on your car not at 10,000 miles, because we know in the bays that by you doing that, it's wiping out your VVTs, it's ruining your cam phasers, it's ruining your valve lash, it's sludging up your engine. Change your oil sooner, right? Cheaper, instead of coming in and telling me, well, you're consuming too much oil, we've done everything we can't save it, now you need an engine. All over you not doing early maintenance. Another one was, he was talking about differentials, and he was saying like some of the larger differentials and transmissions, he would let go further. Now, this is where I would never say that. I want to say, depending on the use and situation, smaller diffs, I'm cutting the dealer time, mileage in half.
Yeah.
At minimum, in half. So if it's 60,000 miles and you're an Uber and Lyft driver, you better be in 30 or less, and probably sooner. On the bigger diffs that are just normal drivers, I'm going to say I'm okay with 30. And bigger transmissions, I would say I wouldn't go past 30 because the cost of a transmission versus a $200 service, 30, 60, not,
Yeah.
in 100,000 miles isn't shit compared to what transmissions cost today.
Yeah.
Fuel injection service, GDIs. Like I have clowns, and I'm going to call you out. Oh, I have 150,000 miles on my spark plugs and I just changed them. You changed them because you couldn't drive the car any further. You drove them to complete failure.
Yeah.
That's not what they're designed for.
It's putting wear on the rest of the motor.
It's putting wear and sludge and contaminants and everything else everywhere. Those spark plugs were bad past 150,000 miles, or whoever else is saying that they last 100,000. Now, I had another master tech in the business. Kudos to you. You're correct. Guys like me, guys like Caleb, we could get a set of spark plugs to last 100,000 miles because we actually maintain our car. We do the services, we do the fuel injections, we do the GDIs, we do early maintenance. We're not putting the cheapest crap in our cars. Yes, guys like you and I could easily get 100,000 miles out of our sport, and we're not putting the cheapest fuel in all the time. At least not me. Every once in a while, I do give her a little extra gasolina. But the better additives goes a long way. People are putting the crappiest fuel in their car all the time because that's all their budget allows for. The crappiest oil change, quick lube places. You think you're getting high quality oil. Nope, they're dumping and pumping the cheap shit in for $40. Think about when you walk through Walmart, the cheapest place to buy oil, and a full quarter synthetic is $10 for the premium brand, if not more. And then you're going to Firestone, Valvoline, Take 5, or whoever else these guys are out here, and you're getting a full synthetic oil change for 45 bucks. That ain't happening. But yes, spark plugs are designed to last, not that they will last. So I pull spark plugs out all the time and say, these have never been changed. Carbon, deposits, they're bad. Carbon and deposits is bad. Forget worn out. That's just another whole level of issues. But respect the guys in the industry. We know what we're doing. We do it every day. Thanks for watching.